update. So we're on to welding already. So I get the side panels all cut out and made. Exciting. So that's cut out and done. So now I'm working on already is where to start welding. I have rivets to rivet some things, but not too many rivets to do. Everything mostly is MIG. I preferably like to do a TIG. We don't have a TIG. You can get brazing rod, which everyone else does, if you don't have a MIG or a TIG. I get a MIG that says there's adjustments to run this type of steel, 22 gauge. So I got it set. It's at its pretty much at its lowest. 20 gauge is like the lowest it will go. You can tweak a little more out of it, so that's what I did. So that's set up, and right now I'm just adjusting water feed so I don't get any blow through, which I have not get any blow through, except for the bottom plate does have some blow, and you can fill it in. That's fine. So I got just two tacks, stop, water cool, and then run a bead, and then run a bead in the center. Not the best beads, but hey, it's thin metal. What do you expect? So it's pointy strong. It's hot too. But I did skip around here because he has the bolts. I could go around, but it's plenty strong. This is just like an unbolted floor from the chassis. So it is fixed mounted, yes. These two holes will probably be the most difficult holes. Bolts to get off. To be honest, there's actually only these two bolts is holding the back bed on. And I have these two as well up front, not that side at all. But actually the rear gas tank, that's the belly gas tank, the skid plate, so you don't catch the back bumper, because it's pretty much a catcher for off-roading. But so the gas tank's going to go underneath there and help slide over, not catch. But also I have holes on top. You have inner fenders here, but the center's exposed, so I'm going to have flathead screws go down and anchor it down, so I can bypass these screws and not have to take them on and off all the time. We'll see about those. So that's that for the body. And up front, I'm going to run body mounts on the fenders, coming up through the metal fenders, the bolt down. And you won't see them unless you open the hood. So that's how I'm going to hide. Just two posts here, and then you have the whole back bed to take off, because the way it's designed, only need to get to the battery. I'm going to have on and off switches behind the back panel. I'll cut some holes in for the bulkhead. See if on and off switches there, or on the dashboard. Yeah, probably dashboard's better for scale switches. And then you have quick disconnects, whatever, and then the Lexan body can go on top, and not a big deal. I got a piece of cardboard box because I like working up high. I'm 6 foot tall, not on the bench height, so hey, that's done. Helps. I do have a cloth. Watching some other guy doing some welding on his RC car. He did a cloth here as well as a glove to protect your electronics. So good idea. I got about $1,800 tied into this, so I don't want to damage the thing. Tires are a worry. I understand. I want to put a bullet through, but it's not that bad to cover the tires. It's about 9 o'clock now, so I've been at this for the whole body of metal since 4:30, 5 o'clock. I've been at this about 4 hours. So that's done. I'm gonna call that good. I do have a special tool. That's been buying tools crazy for the shop. More and more grinders, more drills. Yeah. So got new Milwaukee batteries charged up finally, and I don't really think I should use this for metal, but I mean burrs will help. But use this thing, get in tight spaces, and just clean up this thing. Just clean it up, because once the side goes on, it's hard to get in there. So clean those up, call that good. And the next thing I need to work on is the bulkhead for this piece. So let's work on that next. I do feel like I need to grind down the sides here, so I want the back end to rest on the floor, and I want to go past like that, and then I want to run a bead down that way too, and then grind this back off. Just as 2 points of weld contact versus just one. It gets you to the base. I do want to keep adding strength as much as I can, because it's thin metal. It's going to break after a hard hit. I guess that's scale realistic too. I know it's hanging off there, the floor, same as up front, but that floor is made not for this body, made for the Lexan body. So what do you expect? It's not going to work perfect. So trim later. So that's to be done next. Tonight I'm just trying to get the bulkheads put on so I can weld this on, call it a night. And then tomorrow working on the dashboard piece and work on the front clip. And obviously on the front end part, there's the windshield and the grill stud to cut a couple more slots out, get one done. And the holes, the top hole's 3/4 inch. The biggest we can go up to 1/2 inch for our step drill and such. But that's plenty big enough actually. I'm gonna call that good. It's still realistic, and I'll probably make a 3D printed bezel because our LED lights for RC are only 5mm of diameter for the LED, and then in massive hole. So with that, I'm gonna flare out, 3D print a flare, and that's the makes it easier to mounting. So it'll still be a bright wide piece and 5mm, so should be enough. Yeah, that's the day. Good mock-up still. Yeah, the inner fenders, the windshield, and the front fenders will be the last few things to work on. I guess seats too. I got plenty of steel left. This is all the steel for the body I have. And there's some scraps. There's a test piece I made before I welded on the body, just to do a test. Make sure you do test welds. It does hold. Some blow through, how to turn it down. Do the do test. Here's all my leftover scrap, so I can dig through what I need. And I got the big piece, which is plenty extra, 22 gauge. Then I have rivets, but I have not used them. I had to because of making my burn through so much it never could turn down, but I can turn down. But it cost me $5 for 100 of them. It's a better deal because this is Home Depot. Lowe's wanted $4 for 4, so $1 a piece. I got 100 for $4. Crazy. Anyway, it's progress. And I'm listening to DJ Medic, which is RC Sparks, his other YouTube channel. I don't really care for hard style music too much, but it's Medic, so anyway. And then I guess the back tailgate, since this is based off of a MB grill, but it's a 2-way fender, but it's a CJ5 clip, and it's a mutt style rear fender. It's a hodgepodge of all the Jeeps, but being like mostly military, the Jeep is, it's gonna have a no tailgate build. It just makes it a little easier. I don't want doors. I don't want things opening up randomly, so it's not gonna have nothing. I'll probably maybe at least engrave a tailgate insert with wheelies on it, but don't have it open. So, alrighty, that's about all. There's me welding and talking. Anyway, I wish I had some more magnets. This is the smallest we have for 90s, but anyway, it's enough. Alright, I'm gonna get back to work. It's just past 10 after 9, so getting going. But pretty good. Thanks for watching.